would you identify it? Can he score? And he's done it! And Nigeria are ahead! Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Nigeria go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Boba. Now the pass. Perisic, nicely controlled. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do.
Brownie! It's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Nigeria take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
And it's Perisic. That's a good foot in there. Now he's wondering who wants it. Has a hit! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Disappearing out of sight. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Boba. Dinks one in. Iwobi! He scores!
Unbelievable.
And already they're looking to run away with it. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
Nigeria tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. And it's Iwobi. Forward it goes. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, that flew by. It was breathless stuff. It's been one-way traffic here after the first 45 minutes. A relentless barrage that looks set to continue.
Well, I've seen very little to indicate a comeback in this one, Peter. They've committed to this game with great desire and heart, and there's no need to back away from that.
Nigeria dishing out what has been nothing short of an absolute mauling. The game is surely already in the bag, but there is plenty for the boys to talk about during half-time. That gets things going for the second half. Tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Musa.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
And that has been clubbed away. And header! It's broken loose. Steered it beyond the post.
Oh, it was the first touch to die for, and it set him up beautifully.
Boban passes it through, going through, tries and a header! Brown-Ideye is on the end of some really unwanted attention. It's Brown-Ideye! Brown-Ideye finds himself offside.
Ideye Brown only needed to check his run slightly and he was in the clear.
The changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Musa with a delicate ball. Rakitic. Boban tries lifting it over, battles to win it back. Perisic. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Nigeria, winners of a no contest. They just swamped their opponents in superior quality. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, looking back on this, the early goal had a big influence on what unfolded and allowed them to dictate with comfort.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. The warmest of welcomes to all of you around the globe. We're just about ready to get going. The players will be with us very shortly. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And already we're underway here. Chance! Iwobi with a shot! Decent clearance now. Can anyone get on the end of it? And it's Iwobi. He's left his man. Shoots! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
So much on it, and that's the keeper's. mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. It's Brown Ideye! There it is! And Nigeria are ahead!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Moses. Shade too heavy, keeper can pick that up. Moses with the ball, has a swing at it! He scores! And already they're looking to run away with it.
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
Nigeria take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning two.
Has a hit! And they are disappearing out of sight. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
He's made it 3, quite a day at the office for him.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
Nigeria take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. Can he score? Tries to get it forward quickly. Looks to slip it through. He's in space and looking for options. Done very well to intervene. And there's the end of the first half. As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Nigeria very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. The action has already resumed here. Good challenge, he just stood firm, out wide to the right. And the shot! He's kept it out, just.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Up for the header! Harmlessly behind. Oh, good interception.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Now it's Brown Ideye, played out to the right. Emenike plays a clever pass. Emenike produced a good ball to find Into the channel. Get faith. Iwobi! In it goes! More and more and more and more! They are running riot!
Nigeria are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Nigeria, well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him.
Speculative strike. He's put it wide.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly, not great precision.
That is a poor kick by the keeper, being intercepted. Emenike, and it's Iwobi. Looks to clip it forward. Brown-Adeye unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. There is the final whistle. Nigeria enjoy their perfect day. For their victims, it is entirely imperfect. Comprehensive winners of a one-sided contest. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Nigeria simply imposed their strength from start to finish, and this became as predictable as predicted.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.